Hey everyone, Coach Tommy here live from the beautiful Pickleball Kingdom in Bell Hall, which is AKA Mount Pleasant, South Carolina. The one, the only, Dan,
yes,
the
sir.
man is with me, and he's got a guest by the name of Judd. We're going to introduce them here and let them tell you who they are. Dan, who are you and where are we at?
Who am I? I am a Jersey transplant.
Jersey.
And I'm a Clemson Tiger. So that's all
Okay,
you really
go
got to know
Tigers,
about
go
me.
Tigers.
I am the general manager here.
Okay.
I joined them back in November.
Okay.
We just opened up about 3 weeks ago, and loving it.
Awesome.
Absolutely loving it.
Judd, who are you? Why do we have you here? Who you be? Tell the world who you be.
I am 32 from Virginia. I went to college at Charleston, moved to Vermont for 5 years, and 3 years ago moved back to Mount Pleasant.
Okay.
Been playing sports along the way.
Okay.
Extreme sports, racket sports, ball sports.
All the above.
Pickleball, and
here you are.
Here I am.
All right, so we'll kind of navigate this and let Dan take it first as far as tell us a little bit. This is going to sound archaic, but what is Pickleball Kingdom? There's people right now that are on YouTube and have no idea. Like, give us the skinny. How big? How many courts?
Absolutely. So Pickleball Kingdom, we're a franchise.
Okay, you are a franchise.
And we have the rights to the state of South Carolina.
Okay.
So what we have going on here at Pickleball Kingdom at Bell Hall is the first of somewhere between 6 and 8 locations throughout the state.
Got it.
We will have at least 2 more here in Charleston.
Okay.
The biggest problem we're having, I don't want to say a problem, but the challenge is finding a place that's big enough and that's high enough.
Got it.
So, for example, you're in 24,000 square feet here.
Wow.
We have got 9 full-size courts.
Okay.
We also have a half court.
Okay.
And the cool thing about our half court is we have, golf simulators?
I do.
We have a pickleball simulator.
Okay.
It's called Pickles, and it actually reads your balls, and you can... Didn't sound right.
Yeah, it's fantastic. It'd be a great plug. It's a great plug coming your way, courtesy of General Manager Dan.
Absolutely. But it has a sensor, and it reads your shots and keeps score, and you can really kind of judge how you're training and help you work on those short game if you don't have a partner or a trainer. So
improving on yourself, I've seen it. It's PIQ, right?
PIQLZ.
Okay, so you guys will have to look that up.
Absolutely.
So you got 24,000 square feet.
Yep.
We have 9 indoor courts. They are outdoor surface, though. As most people know following this podcast, I actually do courts for a living. I can attest they are true, legitimate outdoor acrylic surfaces. They're fantastic. And you have 9 of them. All right, give us the skinny on is it a membership based?
Yeah,
like I know nothing about this. How does this work?
Yeah, so first of all, a couple things about our courts. They are indoor surfaces.
Okay.
But we also have some really cool technology attached to our courts. Every court has its own video camera.
Okay.
So it is videoing everything going on in those courts. We have iPads and 55-inch televisions attached to every single court.
Okay.
And you can actually go back and replay points.
Right.
You can download your session and watch the good shots and bad shots you hit. Or you can just really have fun with people. What people are using is like, wait a minute.
Was that ball out?
Tommy, come on.
Was
we
that
know
ball
Tommy calls them
It is a remarkable feature.
There it is.
It is a remarkable
yes,
feature.
It evens out the playing field in some ways.
Okay.
But what we are, to answer your question, we are majority a membership-based organization.
Okay.
That is our platform.
Okay.
There's a lot of pickleball places that will focus on a lot of drop-in. We welcome it.
Sure.
But we really want think of it as a country club for pickleball.
Okay.
Where the members are the focus.
Okay.
And we will allow guests to come in and play, but we really want to build this community around membership.
Got it.
And around pickleball.
So a couple things to tat on here. So first and foremost, your courts all have cameras, which is awesome, by the way. As a coach, it's kind of a coach's dream, right? It really is a coach's dream. 2, one of the things that I like that I've seen too is scoring. Scoring is done on electronic here too as well?
It is. With these TVs and iPads, you can actually keep score.
Okay.
And you can actually, which is pretty cool, is you can tie those scores right into DUPR.
Wow.
So as we know, DUPR is kind of the standard.
It is.
Is it perfect? No, it's got some challenges, but it's really what we got to judge people.
Sure.
And if the 4 of us, including Sean over there, decide to play, we're all DUPR rated. We play for 3 games. All those scores get immediately updated into DUPR, and your score fluctuates just like it would if you played a tournament.
Right.
Or if you did a league or a round robin.
Yeah, and that's something that we're definitely going to get into for sure at great length is the beloved world of DUPR. Judd, on your opinion, since you're basically a consumer, which is great of this because I've got my GM to my left and then I've got a customer that is to the left of the GM. Talk to me a little bit about the ins and outs of the technology that's on the court and what you see about it. Like, what's your opinion on it?
Like I said, it's a remarkable feature to be able to hit the replay button and get the replays not only just for line calls, but for the fun of it.
Sure.
To watch yourself. Maybe you thought you had a good play.
Right.
You watch it back. Oh, that was not as difficult as it seemed.
Right.
Watching yourself, wow, I could have done this better. I could have done that better. You really can't get that anywhere that I've been, and I've been all over.
Right. So one of the things as a coach that I will, and me and you have talked about this, and I've talked at length about with your coaches, is one of the biggest pain points that we have. We'll use Pickleball 101, right? Because Pickleball 101 for me is like, it's the secret sauce. It's the secret sauce to a lot of things, but it's definitely secret sauce to a place like this. One of the biggest pain points that I see in Pickleball 101 is scoring. Mm-hmm. It's rudimentary, if I can use that word, to say that scoring is a big problem. But when you're teaching beginners, one, it's very intimidating because they have no idea how to do it. Two, it's complicated to the average person who's not played pickleball. With that being said, with your electronics that you have on your court, it makes one less thing as a coach that I have to dedicate an allocated period of time about scoring in a 101 class. You agree?
I do. So with our Pickleball 101, and I do them myself.
Okay.
I love it.
Got it.
Because I think there are a lot of people out there are intimidated by pickleball.
Sure.
They see these Ben Johns and all these guys who are 25 years old or 32 years old who are playing, and I'm 56 years old.
Right.
The knees aren't what they used to be,
Sure.
and people I was talking to someone out at LTP yesterday about this, that you have all these tennis players that have I can't play tennis anymore, my knee.
Right.
And they've almost get depressed.
Yeah.
Like my athletic days are over.
Yeah.
But pickleball brings that back.
Agreed.
And I think with the Pickleball 101, I mean, we start out with, hey, it's a handshake. That's how you hold.
Absolutely.
But what we don't talk about is scoring.
Got it.
It is everything but that. Our next level we call core and score. So we talk about the cores and score. But it is great having this technology that, I mean, I thought tennis scoring was difficult because it was 15-30. I still don't understand. But pickleball is 10 times more difficult.
Agreed.
And I would rather people be working on the fundamentals, the enjoyment, the socialization part of it, and not have to worry about scoring.
Yeah,
very smart.
I think it's 100% absolutely right. And as you know, when I was the director of pickleball at LTP, that was one of the biggest things in my curriculum that I wrote that we got different. Believe it or not, is our 101s only consisted of rally scoring, and I did that specifically because I did not want to spend an entire class talking about 002 and why we didn't start at 1. Right? Like, it sounds so archaic and rudimentary, but it really is a friction point for a lot of people. Whether you're young, old, indifferent, or just getting into the sport, I think what you guys got going on here is fantastic, and it really will help. It will help with your attention to the biggest part about pickleball, and that's fun. If it's not fun, we're doing it wrong, right? Judd, what is the funnest part about pickleball as a guy that has played racket sports? You have a background in racket sports a little bit. You've played every sport. To me, the fun part of pickleball is what stands out most about any other sport that we play, especially if you're competitive, right? Like, I don't care what sport you are. When you're competitive, you can get emotional, right?
I think unconsciously, the most fun thing about it is you're in closer quarters with people.
Sure.
And I don't think that we recognize that enough. I think we say, oh, it's so fun to hit it hard or to hit a good drop shot.
Right.
But realistically, you're in close quarters with 3 other people. You're actually able to talk to them.
Sure.
Not only your partner, but the other team.
Right.
You can chirp. You can say, good shot.
Right.
You can
talk crap,
if they're buddies,
whatever.
you can taunt them, whatever. You're really in kind of your own social circle.
I love
Whereas
it.
tennis,
I think
it's
you're
further
absolutely
away.
right.
It's 2-on-2.
It's the biggest thing in the world to where, and it's worthy of me turning around my hat because this is where it gets real. I played with Dan.
Real.
And Dan is a little bit of what we like to call a Jersey trash talking guy. Okay, just a little bit.
Really?
I don't talk trash at all.
I gotta
on the
play with
court,
Dan
okay?
now.
I am
Absolutely.
professional. I'm there to have fun.
That's
no
right.
trash talk.
None.
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 I do agree 1,000% that at the end of the day, if we're not doing it fun, we're doing it completely wrong.
Agreed.
One of the reasons I joined with Pickleball Kingdom, not just with Bell Hall, but with the company, is around their core values.
Okay.
And I think it's important to bring that up. The first thing is pickleball is fun.
100%.
Pickleball is competitive.
Yep.
Pickleball is good for your mind, your body, your spirit, your soul. I mean, when I'm standing up at that front desk,
Sure,
and this place is packed, and there are balls smacking around, laughing, fun. It is the greatest feeling in the world.
That's awesome.
But it is competitive, and I mean, their main language around Pickleball Kingdom is life is better with pickleball.
I love it.
And I think we've seen how fast it's growing.
Sure.
We can't open these things up fast enough.
I agree. I think that in the world and the state of what we're all in right now and have been for a while, it's a really, really, really good fix back into the beloved world of just being social. You know what I mean? Like legitimately looking forward to seeing Judd's face when he's coming here to play pickleball. It sounds weird to say that, but it's a real thing. Like this is one of the few things that I have seen since COVID. We can say the crazy C word because it's real. Since COVID, pickleball for me is one of the very few escapisms that if I can use that word. Places like this, I think, are going to become a staple in our community. Like, I really do. Like, I can honestly see like a church gathering on Sunday here after church. Like, I can get us to the point where we're doing tournaments and leagues and all that kind of stuff. And the roof and the AC and everything that we have now eliminates a lot of the things that we're challenged with outside that we don't have anymore. So walk me through that process. Like, where we're going to open the next ones, you know, what are the hours of operations on this thing? Like, give us some of the details on that.
Yeah, so when we open this up, there are some parameters that corporate gives us.
Okay.
But then we also have some fluctuation ability here.
Okay.
So we're open 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day.
6 to 10.
Yep. Sundays we close at 9
Okay.
just to give everybody an extra hour of rest. We have open play 3 times a day, 6 a.m. to 9 a.m.,
Okay.
9 a.m. to noon, and then the most popular one, and Judd can attest to this, is 5 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Is open play.
You cannot move in here.
Okay.
It is DUPR. We talked about it, and it's the elephant in the room. It is DUPR rated.
Okay.
Which means your DUPR has to fall within the parameters of what is intermediate and what is advanced.
So I'm assuming then what you're saying is there are certain courts that are allocated for certain point differentials, and that's where you would go if you were that rating.
Correct.
Okay. And
as we all know, when I first started playing pickleball, I was low rated. I had played a couple matches and I wasn't very good, and my rating was low.
Okay.
So as I played tennis, as I got better, I was like, okay, I want to start competing.
Okay.
So I started playing tournaments.
Okay.
And I play at least 4 or 5 tournaments a year.
Okay.
And what that does is it validates your rating.
Got it.
You know, it's not Dan, let me play in advance because I think I'm an advanced player.
Right.
I don't want to be that person.
Right.
I don't want to be the judge, jury, and all that stuff.
Right.
You know, we do have a guy that I work with.
You do.
I do have a guy that I work with that comes in occasionally.
Pretty good dude.
He's a very good dude who will help do ratings.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
That's
his
good.
name's Tommy. I'll send you his contact information.
It's a great name. It's an absolutely fantastic name. And I think this is a perfect segue, Judd, because you're a bystander in all of this, basically, on how I guess credible is that to know that you have a general manager at your facility that literally will third party somebody coming in to quote unquote rate them, as opposed to the good old boy system to where, hey, my buddy is a 3.2,
Yep.
my buddy is a 3.9, I should be a 3.9.
Right. People can say whatever they want.
Yep.
And if you do not have a DUPR rating, you are better off to get one. Now, not everybody can go play tournaments.
Right.
Not everybody can take the time to do an event.
Sure.
But you can come here.
Get rated.
It's a 1 hour or 30
It is.
minute.
It's 30 minutes of the
30
greatest
minute.
jungle cruise you've ever been a part
You
of.
go through it all, you hit all the shots, and you get an accurate rating.
Right.
Who doesn't love that?
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right. And it's spot on for your membership, because now your membership knows that you have a vested interest in parity play. Now, take this for granted. I am not a condoner. I'm a coach, for crying out loud. I am not condoning that if Dan is a 4.2 and I'm a 3.2, we can't play together. What I am condoning is that if I want to get better, it's going to be really hard for Dan as a 4.2 to get better playing Tommy that's a 3.2.
100%.
Really, really hard to do that. I think one of the biggest staples that I see in a facility like yours at Pickleball Kingdom, and me and Judd talked about this earlier, is this truly can become a place where players can truly get better because of what you're doing.
Yes.
We want people to get better, and we also want people to know. I mean, we have a lot of beginners. We've been open 3.5 weeks.
Right.
We have a lot of beginners coming in, and it's intimidating. But we want them to know that we're not just here to put you through Pickleball 101.
Right.
We want to help you get to an intermediate level, get to an advanced level. If you come in and Tommy rates you as a 3.5, and you want to play with these guys at the 4 or 5 level, we have the resources here to get you. We've got some great coaches.
You do?
We have a Cinco de Mayo event coming up here, which will be a lot of fun on next Monday.
Vamonos.
We will have leagues starting. We will have our own first tournament coming up on June 14th. It hasn't come out yet, but it's coming out. It's going to be a full-fledged 172 players.
Is this an exclusive announcement? Are you literally announcing here live that you have a tournament coming here on Smashing Classic Podcast?
I am.
What?
I'm going to cry.
I can't tell you the actual name of it because I haven't named it yet.
I got it. Okay.
But it will be on June 14th.
Okay. Wow.
It will be all levels.
Okay.
Let's go.
Yes.
Let's
yes.
go.
And this is a great opportunity for people to test their skills
and experience your facility, right? Like at the end of the day, now you've got people that are, because you and I both know the way the world works in Charleston, and I'm not sure where you're listening, you know, maybe Margaret in Minnesota doesn't have this problem, but we have this problem where if I'm in Somerville and I'm an hour from you, it's got to be a legitimate reason why I'm coming
100%.
to see Dan, right?
Yep.
And vice versa for you. If Dan's coming to see me in Somerville, it's got to be a legitimate reason. Well, now you've got your legitimate reason.
And we want this to be a welcoming, warm place for all levels.
Got it.
And the social, I mean, there are other places in town, and there's enough pickleball players to support all of us.
I agree.
There's no doubt about it. We wouldn't be looking at putting one in West Ashley or putting one in Somerville if there wasn't enough support.
I get it.
And I've spoken with Elise up at Pickleball.
Yeah, for sure.
And she's like, we love having you as a partner.
Right.
We're not a pickleball club. We're a bar restaurant that has some really good pickleball.
100%.
And that's okay.
100%.
That's great. And our friends at Crush Yard up there, they have
Same way.
it's a different business model, and
Got it.
that's okay.
Got it.
We can coexist, and I want to coexist.
Sure.
But
I
we
think
want,
that's great.
Yeah, but we just want to provide a place where people can come in, competitively have fun. What we've done in here with our coloring, our lighting, and you mentioned this earlier, is we want to take away the things that prevent you from playing pickleball.
The friction points.
Wind, rain, sun. I mean, oh, it's a beautiful day. Well, the sun's still in the sky.
100%.
You know, I played at LTP last night. It started drizzling. There was lightning. We got through it.
Right.
And we went and had pizza and beer afterwards, and everything was great, but that takes that off the table.
Agreed.
Yep.
Yeah, because one slip, one wet court, one whatever, right? Like we've all seen it, and you're going to see it. As a coach, I'm telling you, I've seen it. You're going to see it. It's just part of what we do for pickle. But that is one of the beautiful things of the elements now are out of the room, and especially for your events, right? Like if I'm an event, because as you know, Smashing Plastic does events, all of that. The biggest thing that my prayer language goes up 83% the week that we have an event coming up. Because if rain comes around the forecast, my event is done. Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
Here, the only thing that could, I don't know, if the sprinklers went off in here, maybe that's it. That is it. You're going to have your event here. So
yeah, we don't have that. We don't have that problem, and I don't
love
anticipate having that problem. I just wish honestly, I wish we had more courts.
it's definitely a good problem to have. It's definitely one of those things to where I think at the end of the day, like you said, there's ample picklers. The biggest thing that I see right now as a bottleneck is, like you said, though, is the beginners, right? Because that's where the growth is going to come from. It's also like, and it's probably one of the things that's going to be keeping you up at night as well. How do I get to those guys, right? Like, how do I get to Judd and his friends who, quote unquote, may not play pickle? How do I create a product enough that it takes out the intimidation factor that they're willing to come learn a game that's really weird at first? And then once a guy like Judd plays, and me and you were talking, Judd, earlier, and I'm going to get you to share that experience, but at the end of the day, once you play it one or two times, you're like, this is the funnest thing I've ever done in my life, right? That's got to be something that I feel like is the bottleneck for places like this, is that beginner level.
And that's been a focus. I mean, again, it's only been a couple weeks.
Sure.
But I've had beginners reach out to me and say, hey, I don't have anybody to play with.
Right.
It's very easy for the three of us who have played before to come in and bring our friends and gel at the intermediate or advanced level.
Sure.
Very easily. So I had Mike, one of my guys at the front desk, say, I got an idea. And I'm like, what you got? And he said, let's create a list for all beginners and let's start an email text chain between all of them.
Great idea.
And they can start coordinating and because they're all new.
They're all in the same boat right now.
Now we do have a court available every day for beginner open play, and it's starting to pick up.
Okay.
But as you know, I mean, all of my friends, they play pickleball.
Right.
All of my friends play pickleball, and I think if we can help them connect with each other.
Sure.
We all have our own pickleball group chats, right? I mean, I'm in like 7.
Right.
So it's smart to just offer that to the beginners with you as a middle point, because maybe they...
Well, now you have a hub that can be the middle point. And I think you're absolutely right. And to speak into that, one of the things that I did, and I don't know whether this helps you or not, that we did at LTP, but believe it or not, our 101, Dan, was 4 weeks long. And the reason that we did it 4 weeks long was and what I mean by that is it was 90-minute sessions that were 4 weeks long, because as you can imagine, the same exact group that got together weekly, now all of a sudden and I'm not kidding you when I tell you this, half your membership has probably started at my LTP 101 class.
Yeah.
Because what they did is it allowed them to progress together weekly, and they looked forward to kind of seeing each other.
I love that idea.
And then before I know it, I'm getting harassed by them to do a 102 class for them and then a 103 class for them, because now they're getting better because they're meeting consistently and they're meeting without me. You know what I mean? Like, because now I was the start of it, you know what I mean, of getting together for 101, but just like you're doing with your text list, once they did 90 minutes together, now they know each other's name, the intimidation factor goes along. It's the
Changing
whole
phone numbers.
Yeah, like it's the whole thing at church on Sunday where like you have to turn around and shake hands with somebody that you don't know. We're not really good at that anymore. Like we've got to get better at that as people.
Yep.
I think pickleball is a big reason why we could do that, though. I do see that, you know, being a very, very, very good conductor to making that happen.
I think that's a great idea, and it is keeping them engaged.
It is, and like you said, because now they're all in the same boat. You know what I mean? So it was really, it really worked out. I'm glad that, you know, and again, and now half those players are legitimate tournament players, and they're awesome. But it all started from just what we're talking about. Like they knew nothing. You know what I mean? Now they're dogs. I mean, legitimate dogs. Judd, give us your story. I want to know how we got into pickle. Everybody loves pickle stories. How in the world did we get into pickle?
Everybody loves the pickle story.
They love it.
So,
I mean, first and foremost, you got great hair. Tell us about the hair. What's going on? I literally got great hair.
I know this nice posh barbershop.
You do?
It's called Razor. I go there once a week.
Check it out. Razor and Mount P?
They're very friendly.
Second one opening up, from what I hear.
Second one opening up, yep. Over next to Gold's Gym in Mount Pleasant.
Wow. So if you want great hair like Judd, you got to look up Razor and Mount P. The guy has got it going on. All right,
That's
Judd.
very kind.
Give us your pickle story. How are you into pickle?
Cliche, washed up tennis player.
Okay.
Varsity tennis, country club, neighborhood tennis forever.
Okay.
I still play. My brother and I are very close. We're about a year apart.
Okay.
Competitive, I might say.
Competitive.
I saw the two of you out
you
here
know,
playing with each
sometimes we say, all right, we're going to just have fun today.
Right.
Sometimes we ramp it up.
I like
Last July 4th, my family reunion, all of the uncles and aunts were like, hey, we're going to play pickleball together. We rented a place like this out.
Okay.
We got 6 courts. It was like 40 of us.
Wow.
And I'm like, sure, yeah, I'm good at pickleball. I wasn't very good, but I got hit a couple times. Yep. I had some good plays, some bad plays. I was introduced. It was really fun.
Okay.
I come back to Charleston. Guys, girls all start talking about pickleball. Hey, we're going to play. And instead of saying no, I just started saying, yeah, I'll go.
Okay.
I was introduced by my aunt, and she taught me like the basics. So we go downtown, public court, cracks on the court. Had an absolute blast. Kept going. Met the community at this place called Colonial Lake.
Okay. We know it well.
That was kind of my first like friends community, and everybody has a big like group chat.
Team Reach, whatever it may be.
And I'm like, yeah, I'll come play. And then of course got the bug, started branching out, coming to places like this, and now I play all over.
You were telling me how many times you play a week now?
8.
8 times a week now. Wow.
Yep.
Yeah, that to me it's so cool, like just how it becomes, you know, a part of. And you said what you play like as soon as work's done, right? Like as soon as you get done making everybody look good, you go play pickleball.
Yeah, I'm just like looking forward to 5 o'clock. That's my favorite open play time.
Wow.
And yeah, it's awesme.
And
So
Judd's having fun when he's here.
Yeah,
I mean, he really
looks like
is.
a fun guy.
He's having a fun time, which makes me happy that you know. I mean, it takes a lot to open up a place like this. You know, I got great owners. They're out of Hilton Head.
Okay.
They're awesome. They're going to be here today. This weekend is our founders weekend, by the way.
Well,
so
that's good.
You can get your founding membership. We waive the $100 setup fee. We have a big party tomorrow night with drinks and food and DJ. And I mean, it was challenging with permitting, and the city is not the easiest at times. Sure. But when I needed them, they came through and we got it done.
Good job, Dan.
Yeah, anything that's worth it, normally is definitely challenging. I think the biggest thing too, and a couple things that we can kind of wrap up on, because I'd love just to pick your brain on this. And Judd, you can chime in on this too. Everybody that follows Smashing Classic knows that like one of my biggest hearts is youth, right? Like youth and pickleball. Where is that at? Because we don't see a lot of it yet. Where do you see youth pickleball, and how does a place like this, Dan, help with that?
It's on the top of our to-do list.
Okay.
I mean, one thing that when we first opened, I did not want to try to do everything on the very first day.
Sure.
And I wanted to iron out the kinks and get everything going. But there's 2 things that are on the top of our list. well, 3 leagues and tournaments.
Okay.
And a youth program.
Okay.
And we're actually speaking with several companies and other pickleball kingdoms throughout the U.S., not just the one here in Mount Pleasant, on what is the best way to do this.
Right.
How to engage with kids.
Right.
I know we got a little bit of late to the party with summer camps, but we're
Right.
going to get some going, some smaller ones going. But it's vital.
Agreed.
It's vital, and I played in a tournament of a pickleball a couple weeks ago, and you saw the kids up there playing. I mean, these kids are
studs.
They are.
Yeah.
I mean, I wish I was picked up pickleball. Well, I wasn't around when I was 13, but you know, but it's the future of the game. And look at the best players in the world; they're all young. So it is important.
It's definitely important. It's one of those things to where I'm like you. I get asked this, and I'm literally harassed about this a lot because I am known as having, a massive travel baseball program. Like, when am I going to have this, this travel program for pickle? And the biggest challenge that you have right now with that is you do not have a place for it, right? Like, at the end of the day, because city parks are public, so then you have to tackle that. Private places like this they're expensive because they're expensive to open. You know what I mean? Like, and I get that. So it's definitely going to be one of those things on the horizon that I think once we partner up somewhere, somehow, some way, that kids have an actual space. And whether that starts at the middle school level, the elementary school level, or it becomes in a high school and college, which is already happening, I am like you. I feel like that is going to be a time where we go back and be like, dude, it really is legitimately the future of the sport. And I'm like you, the level of how good they get and how fast they get good is insane in pickleball compared to any other sport I've seen. Basketball, baseball, it doesn't matter.
And we've actually, on that youth, we've actually reached out and spoken with several of the high schools in the area. And I don't know if you know this, but like Lucy Beckham, they have 150 kids in their high school pickleball program.
Goodness.
Philip Simmons has over 100. And we're coming to the end of the school year, but we're in talks with them about how can we get them into a place where they can call home.
And make it structured, right? Because at the end of the day, like 150 picklers, that's just to give everybody perspective, that's 10 times the size of their baseball team. Lucy Beckham has probably one of the best baseball programs in the state. So it just gives you an idea of how interested everybody is in it. And the biggest reason why is because it doesn't matter size, it doesn't matter shape, it doesn't matter what their background is in sport. They can pick up pickle enough to play it. So it's going to be a very big challenge, but I think it's also one that's going to be probably your most rewarding one, because when you walk in here at 3 p.m. and there's 100 kids playing pickle, dude, you're not only do you not have them on the streets, you've got them legitimately engaging in everything that makes it fun for you, right? Now they're social. Now they're actually putting their freaking phone down and actually seeing other eyeballs across from them, right? Like,
agree more.
Crazy stuff like that. Imagine that, but they can actually learn how to talk to each other. Oh, and by the way, navigate stuff, because when you do hit a line call out that's really in, I want to see how you navigate that. I want to see it. I want to coach it. I want to make sure that we know that if the ball's not 100% out, it's 100% in. That's coached. Right? Like, that's legitimately coached. The biggest thing with that is now it gives them a platform that is safe, it's under roof, and most importantly, they can develop into something that they'll do till they're 95 years old. Hey everyone, Coach Tommy here. We are live at Funville Farm, home of Smashing Plastic Pickleball HQ. Behind me, you're going to notice our brand new court with fencing, lighting, concrete pad, full seal master system, all completed by First Class Painting and Restoration. If you are looking for a home court, or if you are a municipality, or you're a school, or you need a court done, call First Class Painting and Restoration. They are your go-to for getting any of your court stuff done. With that being said, the home of Smashing Plastic Pickleball, aka Funville Farm, will have clinics, camps, personal one-on-one lessons, group lessons, and most importantly and most fun, we will have weekend events. Cannot wait to see you live at Smashing Plastic Pickleball in Summerville, South Carolina.
A quick story about Philip Simmons. There's my son goes there, and some of his friends. Behind the school, there's a construction road, a service road.
Sure.
And these students on their own went out on that service road and have painted pickleball lines on the service road, and they bring their own net out there.
Is it just like a?
It's like
what surface is it?
It's like a driveway.
Yeah.
It's not even the perfect. I mean, it's got the bumps. I'm sure the balls are flying over, but that tells you how engaged they are and how much they want to play.
Absolutely.
I just think that's cool. I drove by. I'm like, oh my god, they're playing pickleball.
So as you know, and I'll give you a story to add on that. So I coach travel baseball. We travel all over the place in the beloved summer. And I remember last year we're in, I don't know, some podunk town in Georgia. We get back from a tournament. I don't know whether we won it or lost. I don't care. I walk out the pool area, and my baseball players out of our trailer have masking tape, and they have painted they have literally taped 2 pickleball courts in the parking lot, and they're playing pickleball till 1 o'clock in the morning.
Love it.
And these are guys that just got done competing their face off all day against the best of the best, and they come back and they want to do pickle. I say that because I really do think it's one of the most sustainable things of joy that I have seen, even in sport.
Agreed.
Because we lose, but we win. And you and I both know, Dan, we lose way more than we win. Like, way more than we win. But you want to turn right back around and do it again. In baseball, you don't want to do that. In basketball, you don't want to do that. In football, God knows you don't. Well, your body doesn't want to do that. You don't care if you got beat by 70 points. You need a week off. You know what I mean? Just to recap. Pickle, you can turn right back around in a minute and play again. One more game.
One more game.
It's the only sport that I've seen like that.
Just one.
Tennis?
It's like
you nut
5.
jobs in tennis? You need therapy after you lose a match. Like, it's the craziest thing I've ever seen with how in you guys are in it.
The snappy factor of pickleball might be an unconscious thing that we love about it too.
I agreed.
Because it's 10, 15, 20-minute games, give or take.
Yep.
You lose, okay, one more. Let me end on a win. And I think that makes it more fun. It's quick. It's doable.
Yeah.
It's definitely a lot more sustainable than any other sport that I have seen thus far, and I do love how quickly folks can get improvement. If your son wants to become a good golfer, it's a time period to become good in golf.
And it's expensive.
It's expensive. It's our entry level of the expense of pickleball alone is worth your kiddo learning how to pick up pickle. Your kiddo should be learning how to pick up pickle because I don't care what sport they do, it will help them on that sport. I promise you, it will help them on that sport. Hear me. I'm telling you, it will help you. We are always going to solicit our guest for, the beloved coach's tip of the day. So we'll start with Dan.
Yes.
Dan, you're general manager of Pickleball Kingdom. Give us a coach's tip of the day. You see hundreds of players every day. What's your best tip that we can give these guys?
One thing I tell everybody, we were talking about Pickleball 101, even early on, when you're playing pickleball, you have more time than you think you do. So when a ball's coming to you, if you need to slow down and step back, if you're up at the kitchen, instead of reaching over and getting all flustered, take a step back, relax, hit the ball, and reposition yourself. You have more time than you think you do.
More time than you think you do from Coach Dan, the general manager of Pickleball Kingdom. Judd, I'm putting you on the spot. You got the best hair in the game. By far the best hair that we've ever had on a goddamn podcast, that's for sure. Give us a tip of the day. What do we got, Coach Judd?
Keep your feet moving.
Don't be
the person that's stuck
in concrete
trying to reach. Just chop your feet, keep them moving. It's going to help you, like Dan said, get better shots, get better angles. Don't be the person that's stuck in concrete.
So light-footed. You like us to be moving with our feet a little bit.
Work on your footwork. It helps so much.
Stay out of the dead zone.
Oh, the old dead zone.
Yes, I think everybody knows that.
Everybody does a Macarena in the dead zone.
It's harder than it sounds. Sometimes you get caught there.
It is. You find yourself in no man's land. You're like, what in the world am I doing here? Those are great 2 tips. So first and foremost, you got more time than you think. And number 2, keep the feet moving. Keep the feet moving. You paddle up with your feet. Believe it or not, the better you are with your feet, the better you are with your paddle. I promise you. All right? Comments, questions, concerns. Give us a couple other dates that we need to know so I make sure that we get at the end. So give us what we got coming up on the agenda here at
so
the
again,
Kingdom.
this weekend's our grand opening.
Grand opening is this weekend.
Will be here. We got NBC will be here for our ribbon cutting. Everybody's friend Rob Fowler.
I've played him. I've seen him.
The weatherman will be here as well. He'll be help cutting the ribbon. I think we're gonna have somebody from the city. We're not sure yet. Couldn't get the mayor because this is also Blessing of the Fleet weekend.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
So that takes precedence. And we've got our Cinco de Mayo coming up. We have our tournament coming up, and we will be starting as we get through the summer. We'll be starting some leagues and round robins.
Okay.
We are going to be beginning in May doing ladies' night, men's night to kind of bring that social aspect. Come play, come have some hors d'oeuvres, have a couple cocktails if you want. And yeah, we got a lot of good things to come.
Judd, comments, questions, or anything I'll leave you with, man? You excited to be here? Are we going to see you?
If you're in Charleston area and you want to get better, come join Pickleball Kingdom.
I agreed.
The value is insane.
Yeah, I think it's definitely the best bang for your buck that I've seen, and I'll tit for tat on this too. So first and foremost, one of the biggest things that I love that he's got going here is he's legitimately member focused, which is a really big deal, right? Like if you're going to have a membership, you need a GM that is member focused. This dude serves. He is a server first. Number two, I coach some of their coaches. They have really good coaches. If you want to get better and you want to literally improve from whether it's a beginner to an intermediate to becoming one of the best pickleball players in all of our area is here as a coach.
Yep.
I promise you can get better here. And last but not least is it's fun. The atmosphere is extremely fun. Don't be intimidated. Come check it out. They have every single thing that you need, whether you're a beginner or if you're that guy chasing the tour, you can come here and play at Pickleball Kingdom.
Yep.
Dan, love you a long time. Thank you so much
You
for
too,
everything.
buddy. I want to add one last thing.
Yeah.
If you want to call me, call my cell phone, 843-412-6468. I will answer any of your questions. You save my number. Judd's got my number. Every member here has my cell phone number.
What's you're on the gram, right? Instagram. They can find you. They can find Bell Hall on Instagram, I believe.
It's on Instagram.
Yep.
It's on Facebook. I don't really do Instagram that
Gotcha.
much. I'm old.
Got it. I get it.
But I do Facebook.
But you have the socials. So there is
Absolutely.
Facebook, there is Instagram. You guys can follow them on there. And we've posted
got
a
it.
bunch of stuff on there as
But no, I
well.
appreciate you coming out here and joining us.
Dude, it was awesome. Good to see you. Thank you so much, guys. Judd, you killed it, man. Nice job, man.
Cheers.
All right, everybody. Thank you again. Coach Tommy out. See you at the next one. Hey, everyone. Coach Tommy here. Thanks for tuning in to Smashing Plastic. Big shout out to Sean Monahan for the music, production, and editing. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe for more awesome content, and be sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Those links are in the description. Now let's get out there and smash some plastic.